The 2026 WWE Royal Rumble just ended. A night full of chaos, turns, twists, shocks. Oh my gosh, controversy? Holy shit, what is it there to talk about? So let's talk about it. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia had 1 month, a couple weeks to build an arena. It ended up looking like the best Royal Rumble stage ever. Maybe one of the best WWE stages ever. The Trons, the lights, everything looked incredible. Shout out to Riyadh, they hosted an incredible Royal Rumble. Just like my How Would I Book the Royal Rumble video, the Women's Royal Rumble started the night. Charlotte Flair, #1. Woo! Alexa Bliss, her tag team partner. Holy moly, we're starting the night with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They were just tag team champions, and now they're starting the Royal Rumble off against each other. Tension has been tweezed these last couple weeks. Who's going to get the upper hand? Who's going to turn on who? I don't know, because the whole time they were just teasing each other. Fake figure 4, fake Sister Abigail. Alexa Bliss took stage on Charlotte Flair's back to watch the next person come out, who I had being my number 29th entrant, Kiana James, and she was an underrated gem of this match. Very athletic, and I see a bright future for Kiana James. The first eliminations of the entire night, they came from Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace eliminated Candice LeRae and Lola Vice. Jordynne Grace came into this Royal Rumble looking strong. She was a pit bull. She's a small giant. She's a baby bully. Oh my gosh, Jordynne Grace. Another underrated gem of this match was Natty. We're used to Natalya, the Heartbreak Flair, but that's not on her screen no more. We get badass Natty, the low-key legend, and she looked tough as hell in this match. She went head-to-head with Rhea Ripley. She just scooped up, threw Becky Lynch out of the ring. Holy shit, I'm here for a Natty run. Natty low-key put the IC belt on. Remember how I said who's going to turn on Charlotte or Alexa? Alexa Bliss didn't even make it to number 10. She got tossed before number 9. Charlotte Flair. Oh, it was an accident though. She meant to hit somebody else. Alexa Bliss. This feud, I can see this being an upcoming feud. I can see this being their WrestleMania leader. Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss, and I do see Alexa Bliss taking the heel role. The seeds are being planted there. Charlotte Flair, the crowd is behind her, maybe more than ever. And Alexa Bliss, she's a great heel. Maybe a perfect heel. Shout out to Alexa Bliss when she first came to the main roster from NXT. Monumental time. Judgment Day looked strong in this match. Chelsea Green's a star. She got a spot with Rhea Ripley, a spot on the apron, and her gear was fire. All the women of the night, they had some fire gears. It just shows you can be creative. And some of these women should make these full body suits their look, and I'm just keeping it a buck. Everybody looks the same. Why not be unique? You popped out for one night only? Make this a regular and you could be champ next year. You wouldn't even have to be in the Royal Rumble. You'd be main eventing WrestleMania. Speaking of Rhea Ripley, I mentioned her earlier when talking about Natalya. She got pyro. Rhea Ripley got pyro, and it did make me crack a little chuckle. There was another nice Klondike moment in this match. You had Julia, you had Asuka, and you had Io Sky all face to face in this ring. Triple threat. 3 women who came from stardom and have made themselves stars in the E, stars in the Fed, stars in the biggest wrestling promotion in the world. Io Sky, she looked good in this match, but she wasn't too good for who is my MVP of this Women's Royal Rumble match. Legend. Last Legend entered number 15, and holy moly, she made a dominant statement. But she went on to eliminate names like Charlotte Flair and Io Sky. Who else? You can look, but you can't touch. The Bella Twins are back in WWE. Nikki and Brie. Nikki entered first, and who came not shortly after? It wasn't back to back, but they came in and they made an impact. Brie Bella got an incredible pop. Yes. We even got a Daniel Bryan. Was it a Daniel Bryan acknowledgement on commentary? They said, you know who we're talking about. And we all know who we're talking about. Yes kicks, they might have been slow. There might be some ring ruts there. But the Bella Twins are back, and they eliminated Bayley and Lyra Valkyria from this Royal Rumble. I think I see where their future is headed. Another future star and someone who shined like the star that they will be. Sol Ruka. I had the privilege of seeing Sol Ruka live Saturday, December 13th, 2025, when I was at John Cena's last match. If you want to see that video, head over to my other channel, OG Donnie, the OG DG. Sol Ruka was a star from the time she entered this match to the eventual top 3, final 3 in this match. Holy shit, Sol Ruka, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan, the final 3 of the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble. Someone in creative obviously has a type. Wow, what a final 3. You have Liv Morgan, she just came back. couldn't finish off her revenge tour the way she wanted, got injured. You have Tiffany Stratton, she's been injured. And then you have Sol Ruca, up and comer, she's from NXT. What an incredible moment for NXT, what an incredible moment for Sol Ruca. But these three, you can tell they wanted it more than anything, especially Liv Morgan. She eliminated Raquel Rodriguez from this Royal Rumble, her Judgment Day sister, who helped her plenty of times in this match. These three women eventually fought their way to the apron. Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Sol Ruca, all on the apron. Uh-oh, we're getting another one of these spots, and it was incredible. Trading blows on the apron. Sol Ruca goes for a soul snatcher. Psych! Tiffany Stratton said, why the fuck would you try that? Clearly you're still in NXT, because this is the Royal Rumble, honey. You're out. Right when Tiffany Stratton turned around, boom, oblivion by Liv Morgan, and she falls, both feet touch the floor, and Liv Morgan is your 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner. What a match it was. As this match was going on, as I watched Liv Morgan win, I was like, why didn't I pick Liv Morgan to win this match? It was right here. It was obvious. And after she won the match, Michael Cole was making some interesting notes on commentary. He was like, no matter what, Liv Morgan, she's just a girl from New Jersey, blah, 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 blah. This is her lifelong dream, the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. She wants to main event WrestleMania. It was a premiere note. They definitely noted that Liv Morgan will be main eventing WrestleMania. They said it multiple times. So if Liv Morgan's not in the main event of WrestleMania, what? We riot? But the way they were portraying Liv Morgan after she won the Rumble, it was in a very baby-faced way. Are the Judgment Day going to turn their back on Liv Morgan? Are Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom going to be forced out of the Judgment Day? What is going to happen? I don't know. But Liv Morgan, she's number one on Raw right now. Stephanie Vaquer, Jade Cargill, you better watch out. The next match of the night, Ring General, Gunther, career ender. Gunther, Gunther. He came out looking like the final boss. The Royal Rumble stage looked incredible for Gunther's entrance. Blackout, Gunther, Ring General, 5-star. That's all you see. All you hear is a symphony. Gunther looked like a final boss entering this match, and that is exactly what he was, because the man he's facing, he had everything to lose. AJ Styles, the phenomenal AJ Styles, and what could be the last match of his career. Holy moly, he came in locked in. He got pyro for what is a special moment. Heelish, electric blue gear, AJ Styles, he came in ready for a fight. Early in the match, they were telling a classic wrestling story. They were trying to out-wrestle each other. Gunther with the strength and AJ Styles with the speed. Both trading blows, trying to get the upper hand. While that was happening, Michael Cole stated, AJ Styles needs to win to keep his career in WWE going. What do you mean by that? If AJ Styles loses, is he going to go elsewhere? What? What's going to happen with AJ Styles? Now he needs to win. Who else gets this AJ Styles retirement tour? AJ was pulling out all the stops though. He hit one of the smoothest transitions from a top rope suplex. He just climbed up, swooped under Gunther's legs. He went for a powerbomb. Gunther said psych. Went for a powerbomb. AJ said psych. 1, 2. Oh, Gunther kicks out. Gunther kicks out. AJ Styles is like, what is it gonna take? A 450 splash and a Styles clash? Still not enough. Gunther is not giving up. AJ Styles is doing so much. He's making Gunther think so much that Gunther has to cheat. Classing Gunther. He's trying to do anything it takes. Gunther trying to cheat. It leads to Gunther getting the upper hand, of course. They exchange a vicious array of chops. Holy moly. Gunther's chest was red. AJ's throwing chops. They're leaving it all out there. Gunther's trying to kill that career, and AJ Styles is trying to live on. Gunther ends up getting the upper hand, and he locks in that sleeper hold. And boy, when Gunther locks in that sleeper hold, he's like an anaconda, just tightening his grip, slowly sucking the life out of his opponents, and that is exactly what he did with AJ Styles. There was a little fight, but Gunther stopped all of that fight. He killed it before it even started. AJ Styles tries to grab the rope. Psych! Gunther swipes the arm. He rolls him to the ring. AJ Styles, he passes out. His career is over just like that. All of these years, 25 years in the ring, counted. AJ Styles, it ends. 10 years from when you debuted in WWE at the event you debuted at, your career is over at WWE. Gunther collects another legend. Holy moly. Not only legends, he's ending careers. You're ending a man's career. You're ending a man's livelihood. Hopefully they saved up enough money to provide for their family, because you're taking them and you're sending them straight to their family. In Gunther's matches, it's like cinema. Yes, you might last in the ring with Gunther. He might take damage. You might look like you're gonna win. But when you get in those deep waters with Gunther, that's where he thrives. Once those deep waters are there, Gunther swims. Gunther is a fucking shark. Gunther is a shark in the ocean. He proved it tonight. Gunther is on one hell of a run. And he still has the Royal Rumble to come later on. The next match, a little out of order from how I booked my Royal Rumble, but it was Sami Zayn. Whoa! Let's go! Sami Zayn in his home country of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Actually, I don't know if he was born in Riyadh. I know he's Syrian born, but you get the point. He was taking on Drew McIntyre in his first real run with the WWE Championship. When Sami Zayn was making his entrance, I had this thought. I was like, what if Sami Zayn won this match, right? Sami Zayn beats Drew McIntyre at Riyadh. He's the WWE Champion. He's the top of SmackDown. He heads into WrestleMania as the champion. You have Cody Rhodes talking about the chase. Oh, I lost the belt. The chase is so great. Now you have enraged Drew McIntyre on the chase, and you have Jacob Fatu still on his chase. And guess what? All three of these men are already intertwined with each other. You add Sami Zayn to that, the ultimate underdog. Yes, he's the champion, but walking into WrestleMania, he's the biggest underdog ever. Three men coming for his head, and he's just in the middle of it. What a bigger way to cement Sami Zayn as the greatest underdog ever than walking in as WWE champion against those three men and walking out WWE champion against those three men. Hey, that's not what happened, but I had those thoughts all in 15 seconds. Is this part of the match? I don't know. But Mark Nash, he's pretty damn good at his job. The way he announces these matches, it makes it feel like a big night fight. Drew McIntyre knew it was going to Sami Zayn coming into this match. Sami Zayn's not going to be easy to beat, and Drew McIntyre has proven that by having a vicious, powerful attack on Sami Zayn throughout this entire match. Power moves, heavy grapples, telling the story. Sami, I know I'm going to have to do more to beat you, so I'm going to make you feel it. So when this Claymore finally hits, when I do hit you with it because you've been dodging it all night, you can dodge it no matter what. You can dodge it. Hit me with a haluva kick. It doesn't matter. Once I hit you with this Claymore, boom. And maybe another one, boom. 1, 2, 3. Granted, it took a powerbomb through the announce table, 3 Future Shock DDTs, 2 Claymores to finally put down Sami Zayn. But at the end of the day, what can you do? Champ, it's Drew. Sami Zayn has had the career he's had and he's in these spots is because Sami Zayn is so good at one little thing. One little thing I noticed throughout the match. He's so good at getting you. He's so good at drawing you in no matter if you're in the crowd, which I've seen him live, or if you're at home watching on TV. Just when you think he's out, boom, he's there. Just when you think he's in, boom, he's out. Sami Zayn, you are a legend. You're just not WWE champion. It is now time for the main event. Let's get ready to rumble. Oba Femi is number 1 in this Royal Rumble. It was a little, anticlimactic because we already know Braun Breaker is going to be number 2. Just imagine if we didn't know Braun Breaker was 1 or 2. That pop, that holy shit moment, it would have been insane. It still was insane. This is the future WrestleMania main event in front of our eyes. Holy shit, we're about to witness a standoff for generations. Are you sure about that? Do you really mean that? You really think that? Well, psych! Solo Sikoa variant comes out and attacks Braun Breaker, and he hits him with a stomp. What? Who keeps pretending to be Seth Rollins? You're not Seth Rollins. And in my honest expert opinion, I think the man who attacked Braun Breaker, it was Logan Paul. What? His own teammate, a member of the Vision, it looked just like Logan Paul. That silhouette in that Solo Sikoa outfit, it was Logan Paul. I'm telling you, it was Logan Paul. The tension was there. Logan Paul said, we're going to let Braun Breaker win this Rumble. Psych, I lied. You're taking out a number 2. They didn't even get to interact in this match. The Vision story in the Rumble was told by Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul. Braun Breaker, you don't even get to get in. I booked you as the winner. I booked you as the Iron Man from number 1, but you're not even entering the Rumble like that. You get tossed out by Oba Femi, who ends up turning this Royal Rumble into the Oba Femi Rumble. Solo Sikoa entered number 3, and he was a little calm for Oba, but not enough. He ended up getting tossed. The first person to really slow down Oba Femi in this Royal Rumble, because everybody else got tossed, it was Damian Priest. Damian Priest was the first one to slow down Oba Femi, allowing who to enter? Bouncy! Javon Evans entered the Royal Rumble. It is now Javon Evans, Damian Priest, and Oba Femi. Javon Evans knows Oba Femi, so he's a great help for Damian Priest in this moment. And boy, maybe my MVP of this Royal Rumble, Javon Evans. Javon Evans is a star. He's a future star. Javon Evans' career is only going to go up from here. He looked great in this match, no matter the spot. He was in the match for 40 plus minutes. We haven't even talked about Javon Evans. All we're going to talk about Javon Evans. But I need that to be known. Mr. Iguana ended up ending this Royal Rumble, which didn't really move the needle for me until he got that one-on-one with Damian Priest. As you know, the lore, Mr. Iguana, he's in love with Lola Vice. But who's in love with Lola Vice IRL in real life? Damian Priest. And guess what? He got his get back. He tossed down Mr. Iguana, who died like an iguana, which got a chuckle out of me. That popped me. And Mr. Iguana, from now on, maybe you will move the needle for me, even if you got tossed out. My boy, Willie, whoop that trick. Hey, whoop that trick. Hey, he might not have been in the Rumble for the longest, but he came in and he looked like a star, beating ass in a fur coat. We had El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. 2 El Grande Americanos. Chad Gable is back. Damn, when I booked this Royal Rumble, I had Chad Gable coming out at number 2 after Braun Breaker. Him coming back as a fresh, Chad Gable. Badass wrestling, looks bigger, he has a beard. I think that would have been incredible, but instead we get this El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano story. It's cool, whatever, but I would have loved to see Chad Gable come back and be Chad Gable, be a wrestling machine that we know he's capable of. He could have beat Gunther, who debuted in this match. It might not be who I predicted, it might not be Chris Jericho, but it was Royce Keys, Powerhouse Hobbs, formerly known as in AEW. In the dub, he is now in WWE, and he has a nice theme song. The way he was presented, it said Powerhouse Hobbs. Psych, we cut away Royce Keys. Is that going to be his entrance from now on? Probably not, but his intro to the WWE Universe, it was pretty nice, and he came into the WWE ring, and his first matchup, his first eye-to-eye, was Damian Priest. Boom, picking him up, tossing. This moment made me think, we really have a lot of black representation in the WWE in this Royal Rumble at the moment, especially in the future. You have Javon Evans who was in there. You have Trick Williams. You have Oba Femi, Royce Keys. These are men who are prominently positioned for a top spot in the future, and I'm just excited to see where that happens. Oh, you can't forget Carmelo Hayes, who wasn't in this Royal Rumble, the United States champion, for real? At this point, La Parka and Logan Paul in the Royal Rumble. No pop for La Parka, but Royce Keys drops Logan Paul, who ends up getting dropped by the Vision, who comes back to take the Vision standing tall in the ring. LA, LA Knight is back, and he has his eyes dead set on the Vision, and he comes back, and zoom, there goes Austin Theory, zoom, there goes Bronson Reed. Logan Paul is the only one left. This man, LA Knight, he came back with a vengeance, and that vengeance is being collected. Who was Paul Heyman's secret plan in this Royal Rumble? Braun Breaker was number 2. He's pissed. The rest of the Vision, they get eliminated. Brock Lesnar was in this Royal Rumble, and he came out with Paul Heyman. What? It's kind of ironic because Logan Paul was in this match, and he ended up taking blows with Brock Lesnar. Aren't you guys supported by the same man? Wouldn't that make you friends? Maybe you could conquer this Rumble together. Bitch, I'm Brock Lesnar. I don't have friends. I'm Brock Lesnar. He turned it into Suplex City right away. R.I.P. Javon Evans. That man went flying with a German suplex, and he took an F5 bouncy. We did get the eventual Brock Lesnar Oba Femi stare down. Even if it involved The Miz getting involved. Even if it involved Rey Fenix getting involved. Even if it involved them coming back together multiple times. Brock Lesnar, German suplex, Oba Femi. Holy shit. That didn't stop Oba though. He still wanted some of Brock Lesnar. But he took his eyes off him and ended up getting eliminated. Why would you take your eyes off of Brock Lesnar? For Logan Paul, he's hanging on. Oba, you need to learn, Oba. Yes. Jey Uso is now in this Royal Rumble. He decides to run it back. By the time he's done running it back, who's in? TC1, our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, the greatest of all time. Roman Reigns is in this Royal Rumble at number 27. And guess what? He tries to get to running back with Jey Uso. Psych. Boom. Straight uppercut, straight fist by Roman Reigns. And the story of Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, the way it was told throughout this match was incredible. You have that moment with the uppercut, but then you have a moment where they're teaming together, hitting a 1D. You have Jey try to eliminate Roman. You have Jey hit him with a spear. But it's not enough. Big Cuz still gets the upper hand and he eliminates Jey Uso. I think this was a great story told. You've seen the back and forth with them weeks before Jey Uso ended up becoming a tag team merchant again and before Roman Reigns disappeared. Is this what it was leading to? Is there more story to tell? There's always more story to tell with the bloodline. Roman Reigns had a stare down. It got broken up though. Fatu's in the ring getting beat up by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes takes that stare down back. Oh my gosh, Javon Evans took a Samoan drop from 25 feet in the air. The final two men into this Royal Rumble are Randy Orton and Gunther. I predicted him coming in at number 15, but number 30 is even better. Gunther is your ring general, just retired AJ Styles, and now he's number 30. This man Gunther is on a mission. He's about to have the biggest night of anybody in history. Randy Orton hit an insane RKO on Penta coming off of a dive from the middle rope, but that's not the only person he RKO'd because everybody was getting RKO'd. It was an RKO party. My man Randy Orton was letting everybody have it. You know how they eliminated Cody Rhodes from this Royal Rumble? He accidentally Cody cuttered Randy Orton. Gets tossed over the rope by Jacob Fatu. Boom, he's hanging on. Boom, Claymore. What? Drew McIntyre, a man who just defended his WWE Championship, he has nothing to worry about. He's happy. He comes out to cost Cody Rhodes a chance. Just a chance. Just a chance. Just a chance against him. This man, Drew McIntyre, he's one for the ages. Before in the 2026 Royal Rumble end up being Gunther, Randy Orton, Logan Paul, and Roman Reigns. It was quite anticlimactic if you ask me. The crowd really didn't erupt. The crowd really didn't let it roar. This isn't the Final Four I predicted, but it's something. You have Roman Reigns in there. You have Randy Orton in there. You have Gunther, a man who just retired, a legend, trying to go to WrestleMania. And then you have Logan Paul in there, a man who I've been saying is sus, the man who I think took out Braun Breaker. Woo-hoo-hoo! Logan Paul and Randy Orton end up being eliminated from this Royal Rumble. Randy Orton thought he was going to get him one. Psych, Roman Reigns gets one. Psych, Gunther gets one. That leaves Roman Reigns and Gunther. What a final two to have in this Royal Rumble. That is better than I predicted. I predicted Roman Reigns and Braun Breaker. Gunther in the spot after the night he's having. This is incredible. I'm here for it. And these two, they went to war. It wasn't just a quick, boom, I win the Rumble. They were throwing exchanges. Gunther had the sleeper. Roman had a spear. You didn't know who was going to win until Roman Reigns tossed Gunther over the top rope. Roman Reigns just won the 2026 Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns just ended Gunther's legendary night. Holy shit, I wanted Gunther to win. I wanted Gunther to win. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Once I seen Gunther was in the final two, I was like, bro, Gunther is about to go on the run of a lifetime. But it's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns TC1 said, my spot ain't going anywhere just yet. And if you've been paying attention to what Roman Reigns has been saying recently, you know he just said in an interview, I think it was Pat McAfee, creative-wise, the last 2 years it's been stale. They haven't made any new stars. He doesn't know what the future holds. Is this Roman Reigns' future? Are we starting a new arc of greatness for Roman Reigns? Are the next stories, these next years that are about to be told for Roman Reigns, is this going to be another greatest run of all time? I don't know. Who is he going to face? Is it going to be CM Punk or is it going to be Drew McIntyre? Roman Reigns versus CM Punk or Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre? Which one do you prefer? Which one sticks out to you more? Overall, I thought this was a pretty great Royal Rumble, especially for it being free. I'm just kidding. But shout out to you if you pay that $40 for ESPN Plus. This Royal Rumble was great. Riyadh did a great job hosting. WWE did a great job presenting. From match number 1, the Women's Royal Rumble, to match number 4, the Men's Royal Rumble. Everything. There were moments. There were surprises. What you thought was going to happen didn't happen. And what didn't happen, you thought was going to happen. WWE told an incredible story. Shout out to Gunther. Shout out to Javon Evans. Shout out to Tiffany Stratton. Shout out to Roxanne Perez. Shout out to Liv Morgan. These are names that shone all night. I think WWE perfectly incorporated what we have versus what we could get and what we will have in the future. There were surprises, there were returns. Holy moly. I thought Chris Jericho was going to come back. Chris Jericho didn't come back. Raw after Royal Rumble? I don't know. Maybe. Raw after WrestleMania? I don't know. Is he going to be on AEW this week? I don't know. I really wanted Chris Jericho to come back, man. But that doesn't stop the fact that WWE put on a great show. Out of 10, probably 8. Maybe 8.5. Maybe I need to make up my fucking mind. But it did not disappoint. Let me know what you guys thought. What did you think of this Royal Rumble? What would you rate it out of 10? What stood out to you? Who are you excited to see? What stood out to you the most? What was your favorite part of the 2026 Royal Rumble? There were plenty of moments to choose from. As we embark on this road to WrestleMania, let's go on it together. Let's follow this road together. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. We're just getting started here. My name is OGDG. You know me.